So hello. To some people, I may be in a familiar location. This is my old bedroom. I filmed all of my YouTube videos here from when I was 17 and 18, and then a little bit more when I was at home from uni. But yeah, this is where I used to film. You can go and see all of those on my channel. It is so weird to be back. Anyway, I'm not here for just any old reason. I am here today because I wanted to make another reading my old journals videos. I can't even lift the box. I have a huge box right here full of the journals I kept when I was a teenager. But there is another reason why I'm making this video. So when I was a teenager, I was really scared of talking about things. I was scared of talking about anything that made me uncomfortable. And over the past year, I've been working with Always, who are trying to reduce any stigma and shame around all sorts of issues that school kids face, including around periods. Always think it's really important to talk about the stigma and struggle, and often the shame around periods, and in particular around period poverty. Thousands of students miss school every year because they don't have access to sanitary protection, and this has a direct effect on their success, happiness and confidence later in life. Always has already donated over 14 million pads to school pupils across the country, and now Tampax has joined the cause. So Always and Tampax have now joined forces to donate even more pads and tampons to schools across the UK. That is a huge donation drive, and you can get involved. So let me read this out to make sure I get it right. For every pack of Always Ultra, Always Platinum, Tampax Pearl or Compact Pearl purchased in participating stores, which include Sainsbury's, product will be donated to students in need. And additionally, which is super cool, for every like and comment and interaction on this video and on my Instagram post for Always and Tampax, every interaction will lead to more donations. So on International Women's Day on the 8th of March, I went up to Bury in Manchester to go and speak to pupils all about period poverty, and it was such a good day. It felt so rewarding. There were so many incredible pupils that I met, and we had some really important conversations. And I'm just super proud and super happy to be involved in this donation drive. So if you can like or comment on this video, if you can share it wherever you can share it, if you can go into participating stores and buy some product, that would be incredible in supporting Always and Tampax's mission to end period poverty. I'll leave a link below where you can find out more about Always and Tampax's mission to end period poverty alongside the Red Box project. I'll leave a link below so you can find out more info. So yeah, I'm super proud to be working with them on this video and to be sharing some of my own teen angst so we can all share it together. I just hope that pupils and teenagers now can grow up with like half of the shame and the stigma that I had internalized as a teenager. Speaking of which, let's get this box open. This one looks fun. It says it's time to explore. Ugh, I haven't looked at any of these in a really long time. I found a letter I wrote to myself in August of 2011, so I was 16. Okay, so in this letter, I wrote it on the 25th of August 2011. It says, as of 45 minutes ago, you are in possession of 2 A stars, 7 A's and 2 B grade GCSE qualifications. You're thinking about getting your ICT and history papers remarked, as history was your best subject, and ICT is, well, ICT. I wrote, overall, you're fairly satisfied. Could be worse, eh? This was just for my future self. I just wrote this letter for my future self. So, how are you doing? Got a boyfriend yet? See, if I was writing to anyone else, then that would seem slightly rude question, but I don't think it's possible to offend your future self, so I'm not too bothered. I mean, you kind of deserve that being ICT. You did draw a massive Nyan cat on your final page. Lots of love, your former self, Lucy. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. This is a page called Who Am I and Where Am I Going? I must have written this at the same time, I guess. I haven't dated it. So it says, I used to be, and I've written shy and embarrassed. What did I tell you? I would like to be respected and admired. That's cute. I will be creative in some form. How did I know? Okay, let's put that away and actually open the journal itself. On the 20th of September 2011, I wrote, you should face your problems, not Facebook them. I did a really bad drawing of Tyler, the creator. 25th of September 2011. I had one of my, I am so lonely, why does nobody like me days. People in relationships are so happy. I am so alone. Oh my goodness, I've written about my first ever job interview. So I had an interview for a homewares company. I would say kitchenware specifically. I've written, I thought that it went quite well, but naivety is probably clouding my judgment. They showed me around, introduced me to the staff, and asked me questions like, who do you feel are bonus competitors? And what is your favourite aspect of baking? I felt as though I was in an oral exam for the majority of the time, but slightly more relaxed. There are people in this book that I don't even remember who they are. So there must have been some kind of website called popularyoutubers.tk, but I wrote a fake interview as though I was one of those YouTubers featured on the site. So that's good. About Meow, it's Lucy. Fan mail address. No answer. Favourite type of music / song. General indie rock and dubstep. Favourite food/place to eat? Domino's or AMT vanilla milkshakes. That has aged so badly, I can't even eat Domino's anymore. This is so funny. When did you first start making videos? Oh, I've completely lost track. I've had many channels, probably around the age of 13 or 14. Oh dear. What influences your videos? Many influencers. I have no idea who used to influence me, but now I just admire Georgie by Hotmail, so Georgie X Hotmail, It's Liv, and Jamie versus the Universe. Jamie versus the Universe is the reason that I didn't go to film school. He messaged me and was like, don't do it. So I didn't, and I'm still doing YouTube, so thank you, Jamie. No idea who Georgie X Hotmail is, and I know who Liv is. Liv used to do these incredible videos. She was like one of the best original grassroots YouTubers, I think. What is the worst thing about being a popular YouTuber? Not being able to afford VidCon. Sad face. If you could only subscribe to one person on YouTube, who would it be? Either Charlie is so cool like, or Mutant Boyfriend, who, if you don't know, was Jonah Green. I'm gonna leave this book now. I think we found enough in here. Let's move on. This one looks nice. This is a Kath Kidston one. I filled this whole thing up. What dates are we talking here? Okay, this is 2010, so I was 15 going on 16. Are you ready for some proper teenage angst? This is on the 11th of the 8th, 2010. I literally can't stop thinking about him. All evening his voice has been running around my head and I can't stop it. It's like a hamster on a treadmill. This is wild. So this was in, on the 12th of August 2010, I've written, Lucy left her phone at home today. That's wild. I left my phone at home that day. Can you imagine leaving your phone at home now? Unless I take a chance and turn up at Calverley Park, which is like where we all used to meet after school. And then I went and then I wrote later that day, it turns out I'm not in the final of the stable. The stable was like a singing competition at our local venue. And I made like the semi-final, but not the final. So I did 2 gigs. In other news, Immy is home. I can't wait to see my baby girl. I've written on the 30th of October 2010. I've fallen in love with Nigella Lawson's cooking. Slut spaghetti. It's just all of this is about boys. Boy angst. On the 15th of November 2010. All I'm asking for is a boy who's on my wavelength. Is that too much to ask for? Somebody smart, witty and beautiful with enough confidence to make me swoon. Oh dear. And then I quote Misery Business. Do you remember when we used to use the word skanky? Skanky's a word in here. Okay, we're going to move on because this is just a gossip book and I don't think it's healthy. I have a feeling this is from when I was 13. Oh, this is really sad. This year was not good for me at all. If you're wondering how bad this year was for me, here's this drawing with a quote from Paramore. 29th of January 2009. Today was rubbish and good at the same time. The day bit was bad as I had the worst headache. I was so tired. The walk home and Quicks were okay. Quicks was like the local newsagent. Helena and Izzy are staying over tomorrow night. We're going to the Forum that evening. I get butterflies thinking about it. I want to go, but at the same time I really don't. And to top it all off, I have a history essay, an English speech and a geography study all in for next week. What a fun weekend I'm gonna have. 20th of February 2009. I'm 14 today. Fun. I can officially go to the National Archives without parental supervision. Extra fun. Can you tell what I was listening to this year? This is my favourite one. I kept this diary with my friend Becca. You can follow her somewhere down here. She's also a YouTuber. So we kind of would write to each other in this journal because we lived a little bit further away. So every time we see each other, we'd give the journal to the other person and they'd fill it in for the amount of time they had it and then they'd give it back and then we'd write little notes on the other bits. It was so cool. This is great. This is the 3rd of October 2007. It was open evening today. So boring. That's when India and I decided to make up a dance. India, by the way, is on my Bebo. But she's not a slut at all. She does believe that everyone is equal and she doesn't wear so much foundation that her face collapses. If she did, then she wouldn't have had such a good best friend as Rose Pegler. Rose is so nice. She's also on my Bebo. And at the end of the blog post, I wrote GTG, so TTYL in the morning. The 4th of October 2007. Hey sexy, smiley face. I'm listening to Lose My Breath by Destiny's Child. I saw a guy in the year above me who I haven't seen in years yesterday. He's grown into a complete god. He's so fit. 5th of October 2007. OMFG, Phoebe blocked me on Bebo. It's quite offensive really, even though we are mutual enemies. I like my school, but there are some really big problems with going to an all-girls school. One is lack of guys, duh, and the other is bitchiness. Today, there was a really horrible girl in my class and she broke up a friendship, which was the only way that anyone could connect to the rest of the class. TTYL. Wait, so this is Lucy's guide to year 8 boys. Popular boys. These are the guys who always look 100% sexy and are always taken. Emo boys. Usually found in tech. Emo boys are always wearing skinnies and Nike Dunks, and they have long fringes dyed bright colours. The problem with emo boys is that to them it's only a style, so they're real assholes sometimes. Prissy boys. My favourites! They're so rare in these schools that when you find them at first you won't recognise them, or even see them for the boy type that they are. Good bodies, preferably abs, and are very sensitive. This is too small to really keep a journal in. Oh my god, I kept notes that I passed. How cool is that? So this book says beauty is truth and truth is beauty on it, which is someone's quote. This journal marks a new beginning. No more slagging people off. Oh my god, I got cheated on. I forgot about that. Nothing like a nice bit of backstabbing during the Easter holidays, eh? VidCon was good, apart from being hopelessly underage. Being treated like a 16-year-old fangirl sucked. Yeah, it did. I remember that really clearly. On the 28th of May 2011, I wrote, I've never been a particularly anxious person. Well, excluding when around authoritative figures. However, I've developed many habits which are frequently associated with anxiety. Shock horror loose, you were anxious all along. Sometime around year 9, I decided that I derived satisfaction from picking as much dead skin off my scalp as possible. Charming, I know. That one is a more private habit. Within the last couple of years, I was snapping my split ends, and this has evolved into hair pulling or picking. The only noticeable issue I have with anxiety is that I occasionally have panic attacks. Yeah, you do, Luce, you do. So there you have it, the first instalment of Lucy is a weirdo. Poke her with sticks. I hope you realise that this is one of my infrequent confessions. Yes, I do, Luce, because you only write about boys in this. Right, I think that might be where I stop. The thing that really stands out about this whole set of journals is I really didn't like myself. And I think that's really sad, and I kind of wish I'd talked to more people about how I was feeling, because like I didn't have to feel that bad about myself. I think I can really feel as well like the shame I felt about talking about my feelings, because the whole way through I'm just talking about gossip and boys and stuff, and I'm talking about how I feel, but I'm mainly avoiding it basically. It shows you how worried I was by everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and do check out what Always and Tampax are doing to help end period poverty. There will be more information on how you can get involved in the description. So thank you so much. I really enjoyed filming this. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!